south of downtown L.A. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Ryan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big-time play there for the Falcons. And even 50 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Now they'll run it with Cohen. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They get it to him running left. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Back to throw now on second and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Let's go!
Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Third down, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Right back to him on 1st down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Nate Gary.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at
the line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They run with Geis. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Darius Geis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Tackle made by Deidron Sinnott.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll look to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll set up a throw. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard! Leopard!
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Fights off the defender. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And they'll go ground game here to the tailbone. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. And he's able to put it through. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start on the ground with Geis. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll hand it down to Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
20. Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan, and a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Geis, they'll try to run it, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. On the handoff, it's Geis. Oh, now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And Bryant's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. A good pickup there at 22. First down now, but that clock rolling. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, Ryan. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And Bryant's kick is good. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, here's Bosher to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right, and this is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They stay on the ground. Nice again. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Third down, here's Geis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Gun! On!
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Gun! Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Gun!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Real estate's been pretty hard to navigate up the middle, hasn't it? Been real tough for them to run the football.
Another example there, but when they try to bounce it outside, the numbers have been to the advantage defensively there, too.
Yeah, once they took care of the middle, that allowed those linebackers and secondary guys to run to the ball and the perimeter.
Being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on 2nd down. Ryan stepping up. He's going to keep it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
There we go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
21. Left. Get up. Let's go. Get up. Get up. Wait. Gun. Go. Let's go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Gun. Over. Leopard. Gun. Hot.
They'll set up to throw. Letting one go deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Desmond Trufant.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a give running left is Geis. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. It's caught, blocking. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. They convert on third with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Geis on a handoff left. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
To throw on 2nd down. Ryan, he's going to look deep down the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's their quarterback, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a run with Geis. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 50 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator is looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They go play action with Ryan. Forced out to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On the ground, Geis, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. Bryant's extra point up and good, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's first and 10.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And give him a gain of 37. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
Detroit! Over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Detroit! Gun!
They'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Watching now, Barney!
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up. because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Hey, cut. 21.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the home team here, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Good night, everybody.